Hello, everybody, and welcome into the broadcast. My name is Samuel Reese, coming to you live tonight across YouTube, Periscope, and Twitch. It's Game 4 of the second-round series between the Boston Bruins and the New York Islanders. Right to the starting goalies we go, and it's the same old as we've seen in the past couple of games of this series. Semyon Varlamov between the pipes for the home team, New York, and for the Bruins, it is Tuukka Rask, who's played every minute of every game in these 2021 playoffs. We're underway from the Nassau Coliseum. Boston with a 2-1 series lead after a nervy 2-1 victory in overtime in Game 3. Komarov, Barzal, and Eberle on the first line tonight for the Islanders. Beauvillier, Nelson, and Bailey on the second line. It's Palmieri, Pajot, and Zajac on line 3. And then Martin Cizikas and Cal Clutterbuck on the fourth line for the Islanders offense. And I'll get to their defense in a moment. Pelech and Pollock on the first line. Letty Mayfield on the second line. And Green and Dobson on the third line for the Islanders tonight. So that's what New York's lineup looks like, as we are just about 30 seconds into this one. Pastrnak feeds it to Marchand in the corner. Marchand had the game-winning goal in overtime just a couple nights ago at the Nassau Coliseum. I'll get to the Bruins lineup in a moment as Pajot takes it through center, dumps in on Rask, who handles the puck rather easily. All right, to the Bruins lineup, Marchand, Bergeron, and Pastrnak on that first line. As usual, it's Hall, Krejci, and Smith on the second line. Ritchie, Coyle, and DeBrusk making up line 3. And then it's Corrali, Lazar, and Wagner on the fourth line. For the Boston defense, Grzelcyk and McAvoy are the first line pairing. Riley and Lauzon on the second line. And then on line 3, Tenorti and Clifton. Tenorti replacing the injured Brandon Carlo, who took that hit in Game 3. Here's Brock Nelson trying to just connect on a give and go with Josh Bailey, but his pass was picked off. Now the Bruins hold it behind their own goal. This is Mike Riley. Just underway from Long Island, Uniondale, New York, as Hall dumps it in deep. This puck retrieved by Noah Dobson. Now it's out to center. Komarov's pass taken away by Boston. DeBrusk taps it forward. Now down the right wing. Here's a shot turned aside by Varlamov. It's Ritchie who gets to the puck. Now sent up the left wing wall. Grzelcyk knocks it down to the corner. Shielded now by Coyle. Coyle has it for Boston. What's going on, Ben? Let's go. I'm excited. I've been excited for this one as a hit's delivered on Eberle by McAvoy. And that puck's up and out of play for a stoppage. Yep, thanks so much, Ben, for tuning in. Exciting series so far. And it promises to be an exciting Game 4 tonight. One in which the Bruins can take a commanding 3-1 series lead, or the Islanders can tie the series once more at 2 apiece and make it a best of 3 the rest of the way. Should be a good one at the Coliseum. Faceoff takes place at center ice, and contesting it was Lazar for Boston, who lost his stick. The Bruins able to send it in deep. And now a chip into the neutral zone. Here's some open ice. Gaining the line is Wagner. Wagner will fire in a shot and deflected off the stick of Mayfield and out of play. Oh, how did my SAT go? I think it went all right. Yeah, thanks for asking, Ben. Yeah, I had to get up at 6:30 in the morning on a Saturday because the test was at 8 a.m. And it was over 4 hours long. Didn't get out till 12:30, so it was a long morning, long test with 5 sections. But I think overall it went all right. The sections are timed, so some of the sections I felt a bit rushed at the end. I didn't leave myself enough time on some of them. But overall, I think I did a decent job. So hopefully it went well. I felt pretty good about some of the sections. The non-calculator math section was a bit challenging, but 1,400 plus, I hope. I don't know about that, but I'm hoping I at least got a 1,350. A 1,400 would be great, but I'm not sure. It was definitely a challenging test. As I said, I feel like some sections I feel confident about. Others, a little bit iffy, but I've been preparing for it for weeks now, so I did my best. So we'll see how it goes. I should get the results in a couple weeks, and then I can always take it again in the fall. That's what typically happens. Usually take it spring of your junior year and then fall of your senior year. Fall of your senior year. Unless you do super good first time around, then there's no reason to retake it. But I always have that option as well. And then you can show colleges your better score. You have the right to do that. So, but we'll see. I'll see how I did and then move on from there. But yeah, I'm glad I got it over with. I'm definitely glad about that. Bruins looking to clear it. Brock Nelson lost the puck. Now it's on the far side with Mike Riley for the Bruins. Now it's Jeremy Lauzon. Lauzon to the right wing. Moved ahead to the circle. Tight angle shot. Varlamov got a piece. Now it's brought the other way by New York. Beauvillier passes it across ice. Here now is Nick Leddy. Leddy winds one in. Centering pass. Picked off by Smith. And now the Bruins will work it out from their own end. This is brought ahead by Craig Smith. Smith over to the left wing. Ritchie swings it around on the backhand. Getting to the puck first was Nick Leddy. And now it's Leo Komarov shielding the puck. Komarov turns. Cross-ice pass. He finds Barzal. Matt Barzal taps it back. One-timer. And through traffic, Rask covers up. Or does he? No, the puck's still loose. It was Dobson with a chance. Now the Islanders back with it once more. This is to the outside. Fed to the back door, and a save made as Tuukka Rask covers up this time. Quick whistle on the play, but the Islanders certainly feeding off the energy inside Nassau Coliseum. It's getting loud. Some good looks early on for New York. I believe it was Connor Clifton with the block shot on Dobson's one-time slap shot. And some real good opportunities for the Islanders, but still no score. Okay, yeah, COVID's partly lifting. You went to some U16 and U14 basketball games today. It was the first games you went to in over a year. That's awesome. That's awesome, Ben. Yeah. Yep. Bruce Cassidy with the second most playoff wins as a coach in Bruins history with 33. Still with some work to do to catch the record holder and Claude Julien, the former coach. He had 57 playoff wins in his tenure as Bruins coach. Yeah, that's great, Ben. Here in the U.S., it's everything's pretty much back open, in all honesty. But obviously, we're ahead of, I think, a lot of Europe when it comes to vaccinations. I'm fully vaccinated. A lot of the population is. So, like, in the state of Massachusetts, last weekend, they made it full capacity. Now outdoors, you don't have to wear masks. They lifted all restrictions. So even at some stores, it's up to each individual company, but some stores, they're not required to have a mask mandate anymore. So like sometimes when I go grocery shopping, like more than half of the people don't have masks. Some do, for precautions, but even some of the employees that are vaccinated don't have to wear masks. So it's definitely a bit intriguing and interesting getting back to normalcy. As this shot's deflected wide. Yeah, it's got to be come on, Bucks. Absolutely, Ben. Yeah, looking forward to that series. Chance of the back door and denied there on the shot was Travis Zajac. The Islanders still in the offensive zone. Yeah, Ben, I hope the Bucks beat the Nets for sure. That series gets underway right now, actually. This puck ahead for Pasternak. Pasternak over to the left wing. Chasing it is Marchand. He can't get there. And now it's on the far side of the rink with Josh Bailey. Bailey will send it all the way down. No icing here. Rask glides one off his stick. Riley turns it over. Centering pass blocked off by Lauzon. Bruins start up the other way. Here's a 2-on-2 emerging. Shot from the edge of the right circle. And that'll be handled by Varlamov, who covers up. Bergeron's effort is saved. Some chances early on both ends, particularly for the home team. The Islanders looking to even the series. Looked like Matt Grzelcyk is a bit shaken up after a block shot. No score at the Nassau Coliseum. We're just getting started in Game 4. Welcome back in, everybody. Yeah, Ben. I've heard a lot of names going around when it comes to the new head coach of the Celtics. Sam Cassell is certainly one of them. I've heard some rumors. I heard Carol Lawson, she was the former assistant coach for the Celtics. She could be in the running. Obviously, she'd be the first ever female head coach of an NBA team, which would be, of course, a huge deal and breaking barriers. I'm certainly not against it. But I've heard her name thrown around. I've heard guys like Lloyd Pierce, which I hope doesn't happen. He was the Hawks head coach. Not a big fan of him. Jason Kidd, I also hope that doesn't happen. I've not been impressed by Jason Kidd. But I think he's interviewing with the Celtics as we resume play. The Islanders on the attack. I've heard a lot of names thrown around, Ben, but there's no particular front runner, to be honest with you, Ben. I have no idea who they're ultimately going to go with. There's no obvious choice, in my opinion, as Mayfield sends one in. Yep, you were correct, Ben. Bobby Orr, greatest Bruin of all time. Absolutely. I wasn't alive, obviously, when he played, but he's the greatest Bruin of all time. Just watching his highlights, the guy was insane. He was a defenseman and was still the best offensive player on the ice. Never mind his defensive capabilities. He was just all around a great player. Yep, number 4 for the Bruins back in the day. Oh, and now we've got a fight. It's Taylor Hall going at it with Scott Mayfield, and down goes Mayfield. A quick fight finished in a matter of seconds as Hall tramples Mayfield and falls on top of him. You can tell how important this game is for both teams. A fight early on. Hall dropping the gloves with Scott Mayfield, and let's see how this one emerged. Looked like they tangled up sticks. Mayfield threw down Hall a bit aggressively, and then Hall got in the face of Mayfield, and that was it. The gloves were dropped, some punches thrown, and in the end, Hall was the one who fell on top of Mayfield. You gotta love the intensity of this one. It's what playoff hockey is all about. Oh, really? I didn't know that, Ben. I didn't know that. Wow. Looked like Mayfield was flexing that right hand of his afterwards. That was a solid fight right there. Yes, Vargov, thanks for joining the stream. Early fight, you gotta love it. 12:32 left in the opening period. And that was Taylor Hall's first NHL fight since 2011. I was gonna say, right when I saw that it was Hall who dropped the gloves. I know I haven't followed him too closely since he just came to the Bruins this season, as Marchand's effort is denied short side. But I'd never seen Taylor Hall fight. First time in a decade he's done so. Man, that certainly sets the tone in this one. Both teams hungry for the victory. Yeah, they don't happen a ton in the playoffs. I guess you're right, Bargov. But when things get intense, anything can happen in the playoffs in hockey, that's for sure, as Richie's effort is denied by the left pad of Varlamov. Now the Islanders looking for a break. Barzal had the puck caught behind him. Now Eberle on the right wing will swing it around to Komarov on the far side. Charlie Coyle with a pin against the wall. Quick shot, saved by Rask. Now it's at the point. Sent across the line by Dobson. Here's a shot from the high slot. That goes wide. Now it's Komarov to the point. Cross the line. And that shot just goes wide from Dobson. Not quite the shot he was looking for. Didn't get the cleanest of contact. Now it's brought the other way by Jake DeBrusk. Getting there first was Noah Dobson. 9 minutes into this one. High intensity. That's a steal. Lazar's effort was partially blocked by the stick of Dobson. Now Lazar to the high slot. Richie shoots. That's blocked. The Islanders looking to take it the other way. Barzal feeds it ahead to center ice. One back by Boston. A great game. Game 4 of this second round series. Corrali gets bumped. Delayed penalty call. And now both teams going at it as the referees quickly intervene. Some fists being thrown as the teams will have to be split up. In the midst of it all was Matt Barzal, and we will have a penalty against him. Clutterbuck still going at Curtis Lazar. Pollock and Clifton are in a fight of their own. Martin is now dropping the gloves with Tenorti, and they're going to go after it. Tenorti and Martin are in a fight now. Tenorti pinning Martin against the boards. The referee's letting them go at it. Tenorti with the right fist. Now it's Martin, excuse me. I'll be right back. All right, I apologize about that significantly, folks. I just had to take an important phone call. I am back. That was an epic fight. Thank you, Miss Molina, for joining the broadcast. And yes, you are correct, Ben. Ray Bourque is the all-time points leader. He was insane as well. Never won a cup with Boston, but did win a cup in his last season with Colorado, ironically enough. Thank you so much, Miss Molina, for joining the broadcast. And yeah, that was intense, Vargov. I know, fighting on skates must be very hard indeed. I know it. It's insane. And Boston now on their power play. Remember, before that fight, there was a penalty against Matt Barzal. Here's a chance for Boston, and a blocker save made. The Islanders now clear it down ice, and Rask is there for the Bruins. This is out to center ice. Komarov has it. An epic start to this one. Once again, I apologize for stepping aside for a moment. Had to take an important phone call in the middle of an epic fight, but things happen. I am back. And now the Islanders clear it down ice. Rask has it, finding Pastrnak now. The Bruins in this postseason were 5 of 19 on the power play in the first round and have been effective as well in the second round. Here is Pastrnak to the corner, finding Marchand. Marchand to the high slot. Marchand gets it back. Now over to the right wing with Grzelcyk. Grzelcyk holds. Now back to Marchand. 45 seconds left on the power play. This is in the far corner. Back to Marchand. Marchand takes it down low. Now it's sent into the slot, and the Islanders clear. Out to center ice it goes. Grzelcyk has the puck. Oh, and dropping the shoulder there was Cizikas. Staying on his feet was Corrali. Sorry, not Corrali. Was Craig Smith. Now it's Pastrnak. Pastrnak with a shot. That's blocked. And the power play almost expired. 13 seconds left. The Islanders clear. And the crowd at Nassau Coliseum is getting loud. Logan Paul to take up ice hockey. I wouldn't be surprised, Ben. Logan Paul is trying to do everything. Trying to become a professional boxer. Oh, that guy is insane. Now it's behind the goal with Coyle. Coyle's pass picked off, and the Islanders take it the other way. This is Matt Barzal. Barzal dumps it in. The block shots 4-4 in this one. Here's Charlie Coyle now. Coyle gains the line. Over to the right wing. Coyle across ice. And now it's Riley. Riley to the near corner. This is taken back by New York. Palmieri couldn't thread it through to Barzal. 8 minutes left in the first period. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. No score yet, but plenty of drama. Here's Mike Riley, the backhand. Riley passes it off. Now fed down low. Riley holds. Now winds one around the goal. And here's Jake DeBrusk at the point. Now here's Charlie McAvoy. McAvoy lost it, poked away, out into the neutral zone. Here's Jeremy Lauzon. Lauzon dumps it in on the backhand. Corrali on the chase. Bailey gets after it with Curtis Lazar. Islanders have the puck. Not a stoppage in a while now. The hit's 10-6 tonight in favor of Boston. Plenty of physicality already. Mayfield, Chinordi, and Hall all in the box for their actions in the fights. Now here's Clifton. Clifton lost the handle. Corralled behind the goal by Clutterbuck. And his pass picked off as he tried to center it. Brought the other way by Sean Corrali. Corrali weaving his way through. Now taps it back. Here is Lauzon in possession. Lauzon holds. The lead pass now. Around it comes for Marchand. Marchand's deflected pass covered up in the crease by Semyon Varlamov. 6:35 left in the opening period. We've already had two fights. Hall against Mayfield to start, and then Tenorti against Martin. This is playoff hockey. These two teams don't like each other, if you didn't already know. Action continues from Long Island next. Welcome back in to the broadcast, everybody. What's going on? Aller over on Twitch. Thanks for tuning in. No score at the Coliseum. And look who's in attendance. That would be Zach Wilson, the quarterback of the New York Jets, as we resume play with a face-off to the right of Varlamov. No, not at all, Ben, ironically. The Bruins and the New York Rangers are big rivals, but the Islanders, not so much, because the Bruins and Rangers were two of the original 6 teams, but the Islanders are, a much younger team when it comes to their franchise history. I don't know what year they were established necessarily, but they haven't been around nearly as long as, the Bruins and Rangers. The Bruins and Rangers typically have been longtime rivals and hate each other, but no, Bruins and Islanders, there is really no rivalry there, as this puck comes in towards Rask and he'll cover up, and now a scrum right in front of the goal crease. But Ben, in a sport like hockey, you find out that in playoff games like these, in playoff series in particular, where you can play each other up to 7 times, no matter who it is playing, even if they aren't rivals, things can get very intense. And teams can just start to hate each other within a series. It's pretty crazy. But no, historically speaking, the Islanders and Bruins, not rivals at all. It's just the way, the way the series is panning out, how big of a game this is. The physical play has been ever so present with a couple fights. What's going on, Carl? Welcome in over on Twitch. 5:52 left in the first period. Cal Clutterbuck in the face-off for the Islanders. It's Corrali for the Bruins. It's in the Boston zone, won by New York. Quick release. Dobson sent it wide. And now it's taken the other way by Boston. Here is Wagner charging over the line. Wagner closes in, and the wrister just wide of the far post. Second chance, saved by Varlamov. Now it comes out to Andy Green. He'll move it through center. And getting the puck is Connor Clifton. Am I covering the U.S. game? Yes, I will be covering the U.S. game tomorrow, Bargov. I hate how the game's at 9:30 my time, 7:30 local time, but it's U.S.-Mexico. I'm staying up for it. I don't care if I have school tomorrow, as this is sent to the back door, and the backhand shot is saved by the left pad of Tuukka Rask, closing the door on Beauvillier. What a chance that was for the Islanders. But yeah, Bargov, I absolutely will be covering tomorrow's U.S.-Mexico game. I can't resist, that's for sure. Even though the late start is annoying, I'll still be covering the full thing, even though I'll be a little tired the next day for school. This is dumped in. McAvoy chasing the puck down in the far corner. It's now claimed by Josh Bailey. Here's a shot through traffic. That whizzes just wide of the goal. 4:30 left in the opening period. Now it's Mayfield to the end boards. Mayfield moves it around to Jordan Eberle. Here's Brock Nelson. And now a one-time shot. Mayfield's effort is stopped. Now a bouncing puck out to the neutral zone. Taylor Hall trying to win it, but getting there first was Nick Leddy. Now a chance at the right wing. And not a one-timer, but a slap shot sent wide by Eberle. Up and down action in the first period of this one, but no goals yet. That puck put into a dangerous area by Chris Wagner, but by Nick Ritchie, but no one there to answer. Now it's Eberle the other way. And Tuukka Rask holds on, and both teams once again getting into it behind the goal. The referees will handle the situation. We've already had 2 fights, perhaps more to come the way this one's going. Lauzon was tangled up with Jordan Eberle. Well, Tuukka Rask with a good start to this game, stopping everything. What a stop it was on the backhand shot by Beauvillier. Still no score on Long Island. Game 4 of this pivotal best-of-7 second-round series. Welcome back. We're scoreless in period one, 3:43 left. The Boston Bruins with a 2-1 series lead. It's a pivotal game 4 in what's been an epic series thus far. The Islanders with the better of chances in this opening period of play, but some big-time saves by Tuukka Rask have kept the home team off the scoreboard. That save by Rask on Beauvillier, just spectacular. It was a great effort by Beauvillier, not much he could do. But the Bruins, thanks to Tuukka Rask, keep it level. Beauvillier, 9 games this postseason, has tallied 4 goals. As this face-off to resume play takes place to the left of Rask. Boston will win it. And now brought ahead by Patrice Bergeron. Bergeron with the lead pass. The entry, and now off the stick of Pelech. Marchand scrambling for the puck. Battle for it behind the goal. Bergeron knocks it loose. Pastrnak trying to win it. Bergeron swoops in, up to the point. McAvoy across the line. Grzelcyk couldn't hold it in, and now the Bruins will have to reset in the neutral zone. Re-entry by Pastrnak, onside. Centering pass is knocked away. And now battle for it. Marchand wins it back. Great pass to the right wing. Chance here. Fed across. Oh, Pastrnak hit the post. A wide open net. And Pastrnak misses the target. Unbelievable. Wow. That was one of the worst misses I've seen in a long time. A wide open goal. Just wonderful puck movement by the Bruins, and Pastrnak rings the post. Oh my goodness. He had the whole wide open net off the post. Varlamov well out of position. After it went off the post, it hit off the back skate of Varlamov, and he quickly spun around, covered the puck up. Oh my goodness. That is one of the worst misses I've seen in forever, honestly. A wide open net. I mean, you have to see this to believe it. Oh my. Pasternak's had 10 points and 43 shots on goal these playoffs, both team highs, but he misses what was his easiest look all postseason probably. And off the face-off win by Boston, Varlamov quickly covers up. Yeah, Pastrnak leading the team with 10 points, 5 goals, 5 assists in 8 games. He's still in disbelief himself over on the bench. You could tell by the way he reacted after Varlamov made covered up. Pastrnak just fell to his knees in pure disbelief. Game 5 of the series, Monday night, 6:30 Eastern Time. I'll, of course, be covering that. But first things first, Game 4 tonight. And somehow it's still scoreless. Late first period. Here's J.G. Pageau on the far side, behind the goal. It's now handled by Cal Clutterbuck. This goes off a stick. Clutterbuck keeps it in. This one trickles all the way through the slot, and it's gloved by Rask. And now, once again, at every whistle, it feels like both teams getting involved. Cizikas had Hall in a headlock. Martin and Lauzon locking arms. The referee in between them now. Yeah, the game does sound frantic, Ben. The first period has flown by. This is what I love, Ben, about playoff hockey. It's just, you'll find no other sport that's so fast-paced, so much going on at once. I mean, I love a ton of other sports, of course, but hockey, especially in the playoffs, it's just insane. Being at a hockey game, too, is 100 times better. I mean, watching it on TV, spectacular. When you're inside the arena, there's nothing like it. I mean, hearing, you know, the blades on the ice, the hits against the boards, it's insane. It's crazy. And it's just so fast paced. It's so fun to watch. Here's a nice steal. Wagner swooping around. Save made. A second chance. And Wagner has both efforts stopped as Varlamov holds on. 2:04 left now in the opening period. It's chances galore up and down the ice. What's going on, Yoshi Bros? How you doing, man? You sent me a message on Instagram. Yeah, I think I saw that, Yoshi Bros. Sorry, I didn't have enough time to respond. You mean the one that was something along the lines of the Sixers, you doing the Sixers Hawks game? Oh, you canceled the live stream of the Lightning Hurricanes. All right, that's all right, man. So you had something going on as well. Yeah, I felt bad, but you were out to buy stuff at 4:30 p.m. All right, so good. I don't feel as bad now since you had something going on too, but because I thought I'd be able to join your broadcast for at least a period, but my brother's soccer game got switched to 4:00, so I had to go to that. But thanks for understanding, Yoshi Bros. Unfortunately, that popped up, but you had something going on as well. So in the end, it all worked out. But yeah, I did see that message. I just didn't have enough time to respond. I quickly glanced at it. As here's Richie behind the goal. Richie trying to dig out the puck in the far corner. Richie to the high slot, one-timer, and Clifton's high shot is saved. And now that's off a stick of Bailey. 1:15 to play in the period. Here come New York the other way. We're still scoreless in Uniondale, New York. Here's DeBrusk. Out to the neutral zone. Here's Adam Pelech. Here's Pollock now. That's chipped in. Over to the far corner. Back to get it is Jeremy Lauzon. Final moments of the first period. All right, you'll try to get on for Jets Habs Game 3 tomorrow. Cool. Just the third period. Cool. Yep. Sounds good. Here's a shot. That whizzes wide. Now it's Marchand spinning around. Marchand across the ice. Here's a shot. Varlamov with a weird save, but still able to keep it out. Now a pass into the near corner. Digging it out is Marchand. Marchand to the right wing. 18 seconds left in the period. Marchand to the back door. Deflected pass. Gloved down by McAvoy. And now the Islanders will clear. All right, cool, Yoshi Bros. All right. And there's the horn. Oh, you want me to join your stream tomorrow? Yeah, I possibly could come on for I could join you for the third period. When would that be? Like 8 to 8:30 about? Yeah, I think I'll be able to do that, Yoshi Bros. I definitely won't be anywhere. So yeah, I should be able to do that. Coming up on the first intermission report, I'll talk about a very physical first period on Long Island, and also talking about the Lightning pushing the Canes to the brink. What's the over/under on another fight? I don't know, Bargot, but I'd probably bet on another one happening. We're only one period in, and another period still to come. I'll be back, or two periods still to come. What am I saying? At least I'll be back for the first intermission report. What a first period it was. No goals, however. 0-0 in Game 4. Welcome into the first intermission report, everybody. There are fights everywhere tonight. Your cat was just scrapping with the Badgers in the garden. Wow, Ben, that is something. Yep, there's fights all around, aren't there? What a first period it was. We had a couple of fights, a wide open miss for David Pastrnak, which is something you never see until tonight, I suppose. But we get ready for the second period. First, a little bit of a breather. Both teams can regroup in the locker room. That was just an insane first period. The only thing we didn't have was goals, and there really should have been goals on both sides. Beauvillier had a golden opportunity where he was denied on the backhand, and then that wide open miss for Pastrnak. Just unbelievable, really. The hits were 17-12 in favor of Boston in that first period. Yet, despite all that physical play, we haven't seen any pucks hit the back of the net. But obviously, it's been physical throughout the series. We knew that's the type of series it would be. But tonight, that physicality taken up a notch. From the get-go, there were some big hits leading to some huge fights. Taylor Hall as well getting involved in his first fight in a decade since 2011. So all around, you can tell both teams trying to set the tone, hungry for a victory tonight. Both these teams know how important it is here in this pivotal Game 4. And all around, this is what playoff hockey is all about. As long as it's nothing over the top, Lazar took a real high stick on a cross-check from Matt Barzal. And that's what led to that Chinordi-Martin fight. And players dropping the gloves left and right in this opening period of play. And it should be just as exciting of a second period as the multiple New York Jets players are actually in attendance for this one, and they're loving it, especially those offensive linemen in attendance. They love the physical play that they've been in store for tonight. But when it comes to the actual hockey on the ice, the Islanders had the better looks. They did, quite frankly, and so Rask came up big time. He really did in that opening period. The Bruins had some real bad turnovers in their own end. Don't get me wrong. Boston had plenty of opportunities themselves. They keep showing the replay, the Pastrnak miss. That is just unreal. A wide open net to shoot at. And he rung the post. So even though, I thought the Islanders had the better of the chances, the Bruins actually lead in shots 11-7. Felt a bit even, but the Bruins actually have 4 more shots than the Islanders, which is a tad bit surprising to me. Overall, an incredible first period indeed. Yeah, Ben, it's been pretty evenly matched so far. There's been some great goaltending on both sides. There's been some good stops, but also the only poor finishing was really Pasternak's chance. That was egregious. But other than that, I'd say mainly great goaltending. Yeah, absolutely. I'll be back with more on the first intermission report. I'll talk about the Carolina-Tampa game from earlier today. What a game it was. That game involved plenty of goals, including a 10-goal second period. I'll talk all about it next. Welcome back into the first intermission report. Yeah, I was just checking in on that Nets game, Ben. Yeah, it's a close one. It's a close one. Earlier today in the NHL playoffs, it was Carolina taking on Tampa Bay. It was 0-0 after the first period, but then the second period was absolute mayhem as Carolina took the lead. Tampa Bay then tied it. Hurricanes retook the lead. Then the Lightning tied it 2-2. This was only midway through the second period. And then seconds after that, Carolina would once again reclaim the lead to make it a 3-2 game. And you get the story. The goals kept coming. The Hurricanes would actually gain a 2-goal lead. Some shaky goaltending from Vasilevsky, but the Hurricanes, would make it 4-2. After that, though, the Lightning took over. As with about 5 minutes left in the second period, they'd cut the Carolina lead in half, making it 4-3. Kucherov with a goal. And they never looked back from there. With under 3 minutes left in the second period, it would be another Tampa Bay goal to make it 4-4. Just insane. And the goals wouldn't stop then in the second period. The Lightning would take the lead, a third unanswered goal with 22 seconds left in the period. That would make it 5-4 Tampa. And yes, it was a 9-goal second period. I think I said 10. It was 9. I lost count. 6-4 was the final. Tampa Bay with the win. Game 5 is Tuesday at 6:30 Eastern Time. But it is a 3-1 series lead for the Lightning. What an eventful second period it was. That was tied for the third most goals in a playoff period all time. And just insane throughout. That was the most crazy period of hockey I've witnessed for sure. After the break, I'll get you set for the second period of this game between the Bruins and Islanders. We'll see if a crazy second period's in store in this game. I'll be back for more after this quick break. Stay tuned. Welcome back, everybody. Let's go over some feel-good news. AJ Quetta, who is actually from Massachusetts in a town not too far away from where I live, was involved in a fatal injury in his high school hockey game a few months ago. And you just hate to see it. He was obviously hospitalized, making his recovery, and he actually graduated yesterday. So congratulations to him, and stay strong, AJ, because he's doing well so far on his road to recovery. You love to see it. I thought I'd bring that up since he's a Massachusetts native, and the Bruins have certainly been supportive of him as well. All right, I'll be back in a moment. Second period is next. You won't want to miss it. No score on Long Island. Welcome back, everybody. We're ready for the start of period 2 from Nassau Coliseum. An excellent atmosphere inside a stadium that was, or an arena, I should say, that was built in the 90s. Of course, Charlie McAvoy, one of the best defensemen in the league, actually grew up on Long Island, not too far away from the Nassau Coliseum. So he's a Long Island native, grew up in the area. All of his family is in attendance for this one. Charlie McAvoy's parents in the building. Not a long drive at all for them as we're underway in period 2. No score in New York. Excuse me, game 4 of this series. Here's the puck into the slot, put into a dangerous area, but Pastrnak is there to take it the other way for Boston. Now nudged back to Grzelcyk. Grzelcyk will hit the brakes, spin around, sends it ahead. Couldn't be handled by Pastrnak. That pass picked off. Pastrnak in. Shot is blocked. Now Pastrnak claims it once more. McAvoy one-timer. The redirected shot just wide of the goal. Bergeron got a piece of it. And now it's Nelson the other way. Nelson to Bailey. Back to Nelson. He'll shoot. Block shot. Now all the way around to the right wing. Beauvillier's there. Beauvillier sends it in deep. Nelson behind the goal for New York. Islanders in the offensive zone. Back up high. Here's a shot. That's just off the mark. A little over a minute into period 2 in New York. And that will be an offside call against Boston. Excuse me for eating here, folks. I didn't have dinner yet, so getting a little bit hungry. 18:47 left in the period. Thanks everyone for tuning in. J.G. Pageau for the Islanders has had a team-high 3 multi-point games. Pageau scored the overtime winner in Game 2, the lone win of the series for the Islanders. Here's Taylor Hall into the right circle. Hall spins around, feeds it into Krejci. Krejci against the boards, and now loses possession as he was pushed against the wall by Leo Komarov, trying to weave his way through his Barzal, but the Bruins win it back. It comes out to center ice. Bouncing puck at the line. Won back by New York. Now a loose puck in the slot, or in the center ice, I should say. Komarov's pass deflects off the skate of Krejci, and that's covered quickly by Tuukka Rask. Still waiting the first goal of this one. Just under 2 minutes played in the second period. I should have English fish and chips for tea. Yeah, I should, Ben. I've got to try it. I've got to try it. I know that's huge in England. Whenever I go to England, I'll obviously have to do it. Face off here to the right of Tuukka Rask. Islanders win it. Beauvillier on his knees, threw one in on goal, turned aside by Rask. Now the puck fought for along the end boards. Lazar couldn't gain control. Now the Islanders move it to the left point. Eberle a drive. That's fended off by the blocker of Rask. Early second period. Now it's Beauvillier in the near corner. Beauvillier cycles high. Eberle across the line. Here's a shot. Save made. Rask holds on. Dobson with the effort. Yeah, the Islanders are winning a lot of the puck battles along the boards. An area where the Bruins will certainly have to improve, because that's what's given New York second and third chances with their possessions in the offensive zone. Brock Nelson in these playoffs, 9 games, 3 goals, 4 assists for 7 points. Second period shots, 4-1 New York. The Islanders looking to make a statement early in the period. Oh, really? Wendy's has come back to the UK after leaving 21 years ago. Wow. How about that? Yeah, Wendy's is pretty big around here. Yep. Yeah, that's nice. I'm actually having some Chipotle, which I think is Chipotle just in the U.S.? No, I think they went international, actually. I remember Pulisic saying he went to Chipotle in Germany. I don't know if they have any in England, though. It's Mexican food. It's really good. Their chicken and rice is so good. Here's Pastrnak off the face-off win. He feeds it down low. Now here's Marchand. Up against the boards. Now it's Pastrnak. High slot. Krejci. Back to Pastrnak. Now a drive. That goes wide. On the far side, it's McAvoy. McAvoy's centering pass. That's one back by Krejci. Into the circle, it's Pastrnak. Winds one back. Krejci shoots. Puck loose in front. And keeping it out was Semyon Varlamov. Oh, yeah. Amidst all of that conversation, I forgot to mention that Boston are on the power play. There was a penalty assessed to New York. You have Nando's 3 times a week. Okay, I've never heard of that, actually. I've never heard of that. I don't think that's a thing here. I'll have to look that up. That's flipped out of play. The Bruins with some second chance opportunities. It was a nice save originally through traffic by Varlamov, and then Bergeron trying to get a stick in there, but Mayfield helped out to get it out of danger for the Islanders. Oh yeah, there is Nando's here. There's one in Boston. Wow. Huh, I've never heard of it. South African fast food chain that specializes in Portuguese African food. How does my dad not know about this? Maybe he does. Here's a puck loose. Krejci shoots. He scores! David Krejci on the power play. Boston strike first at the Coliseum. Krejci's first goal of the series, and what a big goal it is. As Matt Martin skates the skate of shame out of the penalty box. Pastrnak with the deflected effort. The puck was loose. Krejci sighted the puck. A shot through traffic. Varlamov had no way of gaining sight of that puck. And the Bruins take the lead. They went through the legs of Andy Green and Krejci in the right place at the right time. Just under 4 minutes into the period, Krejci scores his first goal of the playoffs on the power play. 1-0 Boston. Yeah, Portuguese peri-peri chicken. Yeah. I mean, my dad might know about it. He just never told me. I've got to bring that up to him. But yeah, there's one in Boston and Cumberland, Rhode Island, which is not too far away from where I live. My dad doesn't know it. I've certainly got to tell him to check it out. Oh, now we're going to have a review here. There was certainly a lot going on in the goal crease as the Islanders, it looks like, will challenge the ruling of a goal. Let's see if there was a possible case for goaltender interference. Well, Marchand was trying to play for the puck, and Bergeron got pushed by Pollock. That's Pollock's fault of the Islanders. There's no way Bergeron could prevent himself from falling into Varlamov because he got pushed in. So I just don't see how this would be overturned. I really don't. I'll keep an eye on Marchand as well here on the replay. He was making a play for the puck, clearly wasn't interfering. I just don't know how this would be overturned. It's wonderful, Ben. I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is. Yeah, it just doesn't seem like enough to me here. I would be surprised if this got overruled. The call on the ice was a goal. The Islanders have challenged that call. A big decision here, and obviously what is a pivotal game 4 of the second round series. Barry Trotz challenging the call. We've got a decision. Let's see what the verdict is. It stands. Goal Bruins. The call on the ice upheld, and Boston's 1-0 lead is confirmed. Yep, I am not surprised in the slightest. Looking at the replay, Marchand was playing the puck. Bergeron got bumped into the goalpost / Varlamov. So none of that garnered goaltender interference. And of course, if you lose a challenge, the other team goes on the power play. So Boston get a double bonus here. They score the goal, which is upheld, and now have another power play. 2 minutes of an extra man on the ice after the unsuccessful Islanders challenge. Boston's power play 1 for 2 tonight. Scoring moments ago on the power play. Here's Pastrnak. Deflected shot ends up in the corner. Grzelcyk winds one around. This one comes out to McAvoy at the point. McAvoy across for Pastrnak. High slot with McAvoy. He'll feed it to Marchand. Whiffs on the pass. Now gives it away. And the Islanders clear for the first time. This one retrieved by McAvoy. Ahead now to Pastrnak. Stretch pass. Krejci taps it back. Bruins enter the offensive zone And that puck got caught between the legs of David Krejci. Now retrieving it is McAvoy. And this puck ends up out of play for a stoppage in the action. Well, a big opening goal for the Bruins as they take a 1-0 lead. No, Bargov, it was not obstruction. No goaltender interference. So the call was upheld. Goal for Boston. Bruins win the draw. Grzelcyk goes cross ice. Now brought ahead. McAvoy lost in the slot. Clear down to Grzelcyk. No, Ben. The Bruins don't get to choose who goes off for the Islanders. The Islanders actually get to choose themselves. They just pick a player to head off. Yeah, I think they put Eberle in the box. It would be nice if they allowed the opposing team to choose because they put their best player in the box. But no, that's not how it works. Yeah, for too many men on the ice penalty, a penalty like this on an unsuccessful challenge where there's not one player penalized, and if a goaltender commits a penalty where you have to put in someone else, the team that's penalized always gets to pick the player. So that's just how the rules are. Here is Coyle. 8 seconds left on the power play. Grzelcyk feeds it cross ice. Now it's Taylor Hall. Hall to the corner. In for Craig Smith. Denied short side by Varlamov, and the Islanders kill off the penalty. What an outlet pass this is. Swerving through and putting the backhand wide was Jordan Eberle. Straight out of the penalty box was Jordan Eberle in nearly a goal. Under 14 to play in period 2. Here's Matt Barzal. Down low to the goal line. This is controlled by Palmieri. Palmieri spins around, takes it behind the Boston goal. Now here comes Barzal in the far corner. Barzal protecting the puck, keeping possession, taking it down low, centering pass, and they score. Kyle Palmieri. This game is tied. And I just realized the scoreboard never updated. I apologize about that, folks. Now we have an update on that scoreboard. It's officially 1-1. Kyle Palmieri, the equalizing goal. We're all level in this game. Well, there was a delayed penalty on the play. Obviously, the play continued, and Palmieri with the snipe in front of goal. Just no one could get in the way of Palmieri there. Great hold-up play by Barzal. Wonderful centering pass. And a quick snipe by Palmieri. And the Islanders are right back in this game. A goal apiece with 13:20 to go. And now the Coliseum is absolutely rocking. What's my favorite position? Oh, in hockey? I mean, I've never played ice hockey. I did play street hockey, which was a whole lot of fun. I never was a good enough skater to actually play ice hockey. I played street hockey in the summers, which it was such a fun league. But I'd say my favorite position is probably left wing, just because of the fact that I'm actually a lefty in hockey. So, and I never liked being a defenseman whenever I played street hockey anyways. I like scoring the goals, setting up my teammates. And since I'm a left shot, I always liked playing on the left wing. Was never really comfortable as a center. And then on the right wing, as a lefty, it just doesn't work, you know. So I'd say left wing's my favorite position as we have a penalty on the play now. Let's see who is called for the penalty. I believe it's on the Islanders here. Well, New York, however, have knotted the score. It's 1-1 at the Nassau Coliseum. I'll be back in a moment. This game has been an epic one thus far. More epic moments to come. Welcome back in, everybody. Nearing the midway point of regulation in this one. What a game it's been so far. 1-1 the score. It was David Krejci who put the Bruins in the lead, but Kyle Palmieri moments ago tied it up. One apiece at the Coliseum. And look at that. John Ledecky, who is Katie Ledecky's uncle. Of course, Katie Ledecky, one of the all-time greatest swimmers in the sport. John Ledecky, her uncle, is actually a co-owner of the New York Islanders. So he's up in the stands, taking it all in at a packed house at this historic arena. Here's a shot. Save made by the blocker of Rask right out of the commercial break. Barzal and Eberle, by the way, had the assist on the Kyle Palmieri goal. 12.5 left in the period. By the way, there was no penalty. My apologies. I thought the referee signaled for a penalty. All that happened was the puck was played by a high stick. So I apologize for that wraparound effort here. And Riley's pass was blocked off in the slot. Here come the Islanders on the counter. This is sent in deep. And now Rask gloves it in off the boards. Eberle was threatening in the offensive zone. Well, the Islanders certainly, with that goal, have really brought life into the Nassau Coliseum. That place can be absolutely rocking at times, and after that goal was scored, it certainly gave New York the boost they were looking for, both on the ice and from the crowd. And the Islanders win the draw. Here's a backhanded effort through a sea of bodies. Rask covers it up. It was Pajot with the shot. Another face-off to the left of Rask on the way. It's Bergeron against Pajot here. The score is tied at 1. Battle for the puck. Palmieri trying to win it, but McAvoy swoops in to take it. Now here come Boston. Over the right wing, Grzelcyk corrals it with the outstretched stick. Grzelcyk hits the brakes along the right wing wall. Back to Bergeron. Quick release. Save made by Varlamov. Now on the rebound, it's Pastrnak shielding the puck. And back of the goal, he finds Marchand. Grzelcyk cross the line. Now down low. That's picked off by Adam Pelech. Now Pajot feeds it back to Pelech in support. Pelech skates up ice through center. Now brought in by Pajot. He'll dump the puck in deep as the Islanders make some changes. Off the boards, it's played by Cizikas. New York will reset in their own end. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in on this Saturday night. Skating through the middle was Nick Leddy, eventually taking it to the far corner. And now a scrum on the far side. Puck finally dug out, I should say, by Jared Tenorti. Absorbing the hit was Clifton just after he released the pass. Now it's Jake DeBrusk. DeBrusk finds Coyle. Coyle over to Clifton. Clifton, the slap shot. Saved by Varlamov. The puck still in play. Another drive. Varlamov shuts the door short side, and here come New York the other way. Nelson shoved off the puck. The shot attempts 33-31 Islanders. And we're just about halfway through. Connor Clifton back out to center. That puck picked up by Andy Green. 1-1 on Long Island. Nelson to the opposite corner. Back to it is Clifton. Now Coyle will elevate the puck forward on the backhand. We're exactly midway through regulation. What a move! Passed across, and Rask makes the save. An incredible stop after a great move by Brock Nelson to get around the defender. Set up a teammate, but Rask said no. Josh Bailey with the shot. A golden chance for the home team to take their first lead. But Rask with another spectacular save. It's still 1-1. I'll be back next. Welcome back. One apiece. 9:56 left in period two. A golden opportunity for the Islanders moments ago. Wonderful bit of skill by Brock Nelson to get by Clifton, then setting up his line mate Bailey, who was denied by Rask. Also on a face-off right before that, McAvoy took a stick to the face. The knob of the stick nicked him in the face. He was a bit shaken up. Still a bit shaken up over on the Boston bench. It doesn't seem like anything too serious, but we'll keep you updated on that. Of course, McAvoy, crucial part of this Boston team. Their best defenseman by a mile. Here are Boston now. Brought ahead through the neutral zone by Taylor Hall. Hall in deep. Now in the chase for the puck is Krejci. Smith shoots. That goes wide. Now on the rebound, it's collected by Riley. Riley at the point. Winds one in deep. That's picked off by Nick Leddy. Leddy gave it away. Pass into the slot. Krejci couldn't handle it. And now the Bruins will have to tag up. Delayed offsides here. Hall will tag up. And play continues with New York in possession. The lead pass here. Chasing it down is Leo Komarov. Komarov sandwiched in the far corner. As Komarov tries to kick it loose. The puck somewhere in that corner. As both teams battle for it, a lost stick in the process. Looks like Travis Zajac was the one who lost his stick. Recovers. Meanwhile, the puck's still being fought for. And it finally comes out for Craig Smith. Meanwhile, a stick to the face, and now things are getting nasty. Things are getting nasty. Play is halted. It was an absolute scrum in that corner. It looked like someone on the Islanders got speared. I believe it was by David Krejci. Yep, David Krejci, I believe it was, speared Matthew Barzal, and he's heading to the box. Yes, that is correct, Ben. It's 5-on-5 for hockey, not including the goalies. So if you include the goaltenders, that makes it 6-on-6. But yeah, so in hockey, you have the two goalies, but excluding that, yep, it's 5-on-5. You have two defensemen, a left wing, center, and right wing for the forwards. So, yep, that is correct. Let's see what happened here. Oh, yeah, Krejci just got Barzal right in the face. Both teams were getting aggravated, and then Krejci was attacked by Pajot as the Islanders tried to stand up for their teammate. Things are getting a little bit nasty as this game continues. And now they're going to review this penalty. This could be ugly for David Krejci. It could be more than a minor here as Barzal is visibly shaken up. Took a stick right to the face. I think it was just an act of frustration from David Krejci, which we don't see often from Krejci. He's usually level-headed, a veteran player, of course. You don't usually see him do this. Oh, no, he wasn't speared in the face. Sorry, he was speared right in the midsection. My apologies there. That's even worse. I'm not even kidding. That's the ultimate dirty play. I'm a Bruins fan, but that's going to get Krejci in a lot of trouble. Got him right in the midsection. No more explaining to be done. Barzal understandably shaken up after that. Sorry, I thought Krejci's stick caught Barzal in the face at first, but not at all. An official review is now taking place. Here's the decision. Oh, wow. Wow, they keep it at a minor. They keep it at a minor penalty for slashing. Wow. And the boos come raining down at the Coliseum. Barry Trotz, the head coach of the Islanders, not happy at all with that decision. I'm a bit surprised myself. Usually when you see that type of play where a player intentionally spears the opposition in that area, it's usually more than a minor. But Krejci catches a break. The Bruins still have to kill off a penalty here for the next 2 minutes. Here's a one-timer. That's blocked. Getting in the way of that shot was Jared Tenorti. Wonderfully done to start the penalty kill for Boston. Now the puck chased down in the near corner back in the Islanders zone. New York will reset early on their power play. Letty reverses back to Nelson. Now it's picked off at center ice. One back quickly by Josh Bailey. 1-1 the score. Thanks everyone for stopping by tonight. This is now brought ahead by Bailey. And now Lausanne, one possession. Coyle ahead for Corrali, and Coyle might have taken a high stick, but play continues. Boston managed to clear. New York were 3 for 16 on the power play in the first round, 3 for 9 so far this series. Now this is flipped ahead. Barzal with a centering pass. Rask actually got a piece of the puck to steer it wide. The Islanders not done though. Beauvillier up for Dobson. Back to Beauvillier, edge of the left circle. Beauvillier cycles down to the corner, back up top to the blue line. Dobson over to the right circle. Now it's held by Pollock. Into the slot, this is Beauvillier. Beauvillier shot, save made. Rask kept it out. Bruins clear. All the way down it goes to the stick of Varlamov. Yes, you are 100% correct, Ben. Yep, the Rangers do play at Madison Square Garden. Yep, they play there. With like the Knicks do. Yep, that is correct. Yeah, the Islanders actually a couple years ago. What a big hit that was. They actually played at the Barclays Center for a little bit, but that arena is just not made for hockey. They tested it out for a season, then moved back to the Coliseum. A lot of fans were mad that they left the Coliseum for a season. Then they moved back to the Coliseum, which is a historic arena where they currently play right now. But actually, this will be the last season for the Islanders in the Coliseum. Then they're moving to a brand new stadium. I believe it's going to be called like UBC Arena or something like that. It's a brand new arena that the Islanders are going to play in. It's still on Long Island, which, has been their home for the longest time, except, when they played at the Barclays Center for a season. And so I think fans are excited about that, even though it'll be sad to say goodbye to the Coliseum. It's just a really old arena, which it has a cool feel to it since it's very old school, but their brand new arena looks pretty cool, and they're replicating features of the Coliseum too. So, the Islanders, their stadium situation has been a bit strange, but obviously the Rangers, they've been at MSG forever. So, but yeah, the Islanders, fun fact, did play at the Barclays Center for a little bit. And every time they played there that season, it just felt weird. It's just not built to be a hockey arena. It just isn't. And apparently the Jumbotron wasn't even above center ice. It was above like the blue line. It was just all weird. It didn't feel like home for the Islanders. Here come the Bruins. They started up under 6 to play in period 2. That's a nice controlled pass by Palmieri, I should say. Palmieri behind the goal, centers, bouncing puck. Here comes the shot, partially blocked as Travis Zajac tried to test Rask and couldn't make it to the goal. Now Boston clear, back to Adam Pelech. Late stages of period 2, 1-1 in New York. No icing here. It did take a deflection. Now it's Hall for Boston in the Bruins zone. Chinordi will send it up to center ice. Now won by Pelech. The Carrier Dome, if I'm not mistaken, Ben. Yep, is where Syracuse play. Yeah, that is historic for sure. That big dome. It's a unique stadium where basketball and football play, actually. Yep, the Carrier Dome. Yep. Here are the Islanders. Oh, look at that effort. Josh Bailey onside because of the sliding effort by Beauvillier. Loose puck in the slot, picked up by Beauvillier. The pass was played behind Brock Nelson, and now it's moved out to center ice and dumped into the Islanders zone. 4.5 to play in period 2. New York clear. Rask ahead for McAvoy. McAvoy the stretch pass, and this will be wound in deep. Varlamov in possession. A bit of pressure coming. It's stolen by Bergeron. He couldn't hold on, though. Scott Mayfield wins it back, and this puck deflects over the boards and out of play. A fast-paced, action-packed Game 4. It's one apiece. Late second period. I'm back after this break. Welcome back in, everybody. We're tied in game 4. Another closely contested game. We've seen plenty of them this series, the last 2 games going to overtime. Late second period now. The Bruins took the lead earlier in the period, and then it was Kyle Palmieri grabbing the equalizer. An intense game 4 on this Saturday night from New York. The series will shift back to Boston on Monday for game 5. Will it be a 3-1 lead for Boston heading into that game, or will the series be squared at 2 apiece? This comes out to center. McAvoy with it. 4 minutes left in the period. And Bergeron touches the puck in the Islanders zone in an offside position. And there's the whistle. Thanks everyone for stopping in tonight. Much appreciated as always. This series hasn't disappointed, has it? It's been a real evenly matched game. 18-18 are the shots. And the score, even as well. Face-off to resume play will be right at center ice. Won by Boston. Tenorti with it. Around the end boards. Wagner on the chase. It's Andy Green who gets there first. Turned over. 2 opportunities. Second shot going wide after the first one was blocked. Now it's Leo Komarov. Back to Andy Green. The Islanders trying to clear the zone. Unable to do so. Tenorti shoots. Redirection wide. Curtis Lazar with the redirect. And now it's the Islanders at the other end. Down the right wing. Here's a chance. Eberle hits the brakes. Skates into the circle. And the backhand effort is saved by the blocker of Rask. Now this puck flipped into the air. Off the end boards. Tenorti gets there first. Getting in front of Zajac. Zajac, though, now with it in the back of the goal. Barzal lost it. Saving it was Pelech. Pelech in deep. Tenorti digging the puck out. A battle here on the forecheck. Pelech gains possession. Puck at the goal line. Now fought for. And it's back out through center. And the Islanders will reset. Mayfield retrieves the puck behind his own goal. Late second period. Is there any more notable opportunities before the second period closes out? We shall see. Here's Connor Clifton. Clifton gains the line. Here he comes down the right wing. Feeds it across. And that shot is saved. Varlamov covering up. Clifton had the chance. 2:27 left in the second period of play now. Bad angle shot from Clifton, but We saw Varlamov let up a goal from a similar angle, except that one was on the left. This one was on the right wing, and the shot that he let up in overtime of Game 3 was from the left wing. Do I think they should have draws in U.S. sports, or do I think the fans wouldn't accept that? That's a good question, Ben. And you hit the nail on the head on the latter thing you said. The fans wouldn't accept it. I mean, there can technically be ties in NFL in the regular season if it's tied after overtime, which rarely happens. There's like maybe one tie a season, which is crazy. And the fans go absolutely crazy. They're like, what? How can you end the game in a tie? That's really the only occasion where we do see a tie in truly American sports. In MLS, there are draws. There are ties in the regular season, which, makes sense. It's how soccer is. There's draws in the regular season, but when it comes to U.S. sports, U.S. fans just can't accept ties. When I try to explain, soccer to them, to some of them who just don't really know much about the sport, they go crazy when I tell them that we call it ties in the U.S. I know tie in England is pretty much a game, but we call it tie, but a draw. When I tell them that there's draws, they're like, what? Don't you have to decide a winner? There's a winner and a loser. There has to be every game. So I think they're better off, keeping it without draws, because the fans just wouldn't like it. It's as simple as that, Ben. U.S. fans are stubborn. They want it. U.S. fans, U.S. citizens, we do things differently in just about everything, I feel like, and we want it that way. We're stubborn in our ways, so I don't think fans would like adjusting to that. As here comes Beauvillier, his backhand shot is wide. 1 minute left in the period. Now winding up for the slap shot, sending it wide was Pollock. Here is at the left point, Pollock through traffic, blocked by Grzelcyk, a high stick there, and a penalty coming up against Patrice Bergeron. No, Charlie McAvoy, excuse me. So McAvoy, the top defenseman for Boston, is serving a penalty. He heads to the box, and the Islanders with a golden opportunity as they head to the power play. Yep, McAvoy clearly catching Beauvillier with the high stick. There was no way that could go unnoticed. So a man advantage for New York, which will carry into the third period as long as the Islanders don't score here. Oh, yeah, McAvoy took a late hit earlier in that sequence from Nelson, and that's probably what prompted his reaction. That was a dirty hit on McAvoy late, but McAvoy just lost his cool and reacted over aggressively, resulting in a New York power play. High sticking call against McAvoy. The Bruins, though, win the faceoff and immediately clear. The New York power play tonight, 0 for 1. 40 seconds left in the period. Here's Beauvillier accelerating down the left wing. Beauvillier to the goal line, feeds one into the slot. No one there to answer as Boston clear once more. Now here is Noah Dobson. Dobson has his pass deflected by Corrali. Now it's gloved by Palmieri at the line. Over to Beauvillier. The Islanders can't gain the zone. Couple of big hits on the near side. Now it's picked up by Pajot. Pajot over to the right wing. Is there one last chance? 5 seconds left in the period. That pass picked off by Wagner. He'll go one-on-one. A shot from way out. Turned aside by Varlamov, and the horn sounds. That's the end of period 2. What a period it was. A goal scored by both teams. We're all tied up heading into the final 20 minutes of regulation in this pivotal Game 4. 67 seconds still remaining on the Islanders' power play once the third period gets underway. Well, coming up on the second intermission report, everyone, I'll break down a second period that truly had it all, and I'll also discuss the Lightning taking a 3-1 series lead against the Hurricanes in Tampa. That is all to come on the second intermission report. Stay tuned. Welcome into the second intermission report, everybody. I am Samuel Reese. Thanks so much for being a part of tonight's broadcast. 1-1 after 40 minutes of play. It's been all about the physical play, hasn't it? But goals did come in the second period after a scoreless first. It's been an entertaining one from the Nassau Coliseum. And what a third period we should be in store for. Hope you guys have enjoyed thus far. It's been a very good game as anticipated, as both teams have gone back and forth. The shots actually dead even at 21 apiece. That really tells you the story of the game. It really has been that close tonight. And a lot of physical play. Matt Martin committed a penalty earlier in the second period. A high stick to Marchand. And what did the Bruins do as a result? They scored on the power play. A bit of a, scrum at the edge of the crease. Krejci found the puck. Quick shot, able to score. There was a challenge from the Islanders on the play for possible goaltender interference. But the challenge was unsuccessful. Rightly so, in my opinion. Of course, yes, I'm a Bruins fan, but I don't see how that would have been goaltender interference, in all honesty. So the call on the ice was upheld. The Bruins' goal would stand. David Krejci notching his 41st career playoff goal. That's how long he's been playing in the league. Of course, one of the veteran players for this Boston team that's been around for a long, long time. His first goal of this postseason. And so that's what opened up the scoring for Boston. Things were looking good for the Bruins, but honestly, shortly after that, the Islanders would find a response. Barzal actually would deliver a high stick to Wagner, going back to that theme of physical play, sometimes a bit over the top. And then Barzal would actually be the one who ended up setting up Palmieri for the goal, as Krejci then later on in the period would go after Barzal, spearing him in the midsection. It was just a minor penalty in the end, but there's been some dirty play on both sides, and obviously the referees will have to keep an eye on that, controlling this one. But this is what playoff hockey is all about. Matt Barzal with an assist in one shot, and clearly aggravating the Bruins in the process with some questionable hits of his own and decisions of his own. But that's just part of the game. That's just part of the game. And the Bruins will have to handle that in a proper manner. They can't let they can't let their emotions get out of control. That goes for the Islanders too, because if things get out of control, the situation could unravel quickly. But up to this point, it doesn't seem like things are getting out of control. But you never know. After the break, when the second intermission report continues, I'll talk about the Lightning's win earlier today to take a commanding lead in the series. What's going on, Grant? Welcome in. Yes, absolutely, Grant. I remembered tomorrow at 1. I actually put it on my calendar so I don't forget, as a matter of fact. Yes, so I will be joining Grant on his show, Flutster Sports Zone. So you guys can check that out. It'll be on his YouTube channel. Grant was kind enough to let me on as a special guest. And yes, go Boston. Thanks for stopping by, Grant. And the show will be tomorrow at 1 Eastern time. I'll be hopping on and joining my good friend Grant as a guest on his show. Honored to be a guest. Appreciate Grant for inviting me. I'll be back in a quick moment, everybody, to talk about that Lightning Hurricanes game from earlier today. Stay tuned. All right, welcome back into the second intermission report, everybody. What a game it was earlier today between the Hurricanes and Lightning. An unbelievable second period where we saw 8 goals scored, 10 goals in the game, 6-4. The Lightning knocking off the Hurricanes in Game 4. After Carolina took Game 3, there was some pressure on Tampa Bay, but they were able to come back from down 3-1. Down 4-2 to win it 6-4. The Lightning were 3 for 6 on the power play today. And that's a tough pill to swallow for the Hurricanes after losing the lead and losing Game 4. They now trail 3-1 in the series. The Lightning 1 win away from making it to the Stanley Cup semifinals. Game 5 of that series will be Tuesday at 6:30 Eastern time. Just what an entertaining game that was for the neutral fan anyways. Earlier today, it was goals left and right, a total of 10. That second period was just unreal, really. And, Tampa Bay, they're Tampa Bay at the end of the day. If you know hockey, that's enough said. I mean, Tampa Bay always seemed to be in the mix, always seemed to be good. They weren't their dominant selves in the regular season, but with everyone healthy here in the postseason, you don't want to face this Lightning team. And looking at the bracket, Winnipeg down 2-0 to Montreal. Colorado has a 2-1 lead on Vegas. The winners of those series will meet in the Stanley Cup semifinals. And then the winner of this series between the Bruins Islanders will face the winner of that Lightning Hurricane series. That's what the bracket's looking like. 1-1 the score. I'll get you set for period 3 right after this. Welcome back into the second intermission report. A reminder that tomorrow there's a pair of second round games. Game 3 between Winnipeg and Montreal is at 6 Eastern. And then at 8:30, Colorado takes on Vegas. Montreal with a 2-0 lead over Winnipeg as their Cinderella run continues. And it's Colorado with a 2-1 lead over Vegas. However, the Knights did win Game 3 last night Should be two good ones tomorrow. Meanwhile, after a quick break, it's back out to Long Island. Third period of the Bruins and Islanders is next. We are ready for the final period of regulation in game number 4. One goal apiece. What do the final 20 minutes have in store? We shall see. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. It's a pivotal game 4 in the second round series. The Bruins looking to take a commanding 3-1 series lead. The Islanders, meanwhile, trying to knot it up at 2 apiece. It's anyone's game heading into the final 20 minutes. A look at head-to-head on faceoffs 1 between Patrice Bergeron and J.G. Pageau. In Game 3, Pageau had the 10-4 edge, and tonight as well, Pageau with the 10-3 edge. Patrice Bergeron, of course, over his career, a great faceoff taker, but Pageau showing what he's got at the faceoff circle, and has certainly impressed these last couple of games against Bergeron. Here's a chance right away. Bergeron shut down. Chance in front. Marchand shoots. Save made. It comes out to Tenorti. Tenorti shifts over to the right wing, and a backhand effort is stopped through traffic. Varlamov covers the puck. A shorthanded chance right off the bat to begin period 3, because remember, the Islanders' power play that began in the second period wraps up here in the third. Wow. A couple of saves from Semyon Varlamov. But it stays 1-1. Boston win the offensive zone draw. That shot blocked as the right pad of Varlamov kept it out. The Islanders will now work it from their own end. 30 seconds left on the New York power play. Martin with the pass, gloved by Nelson. And now in the far corner, it's Ryan Pulock. That pass picked off, a nice steal, as it was read by Charlie Coyle. Coyle dumps it in on the backhand. 15 seconds left on the New York power play. Here's Adam Pelech. A great start to this period for the Bruins. Shorthanded, mind you, as Grzelcyk indirectly Passes it over to McAvoy. Sorry, to Clifton. Now the Islanders win it back. Clutterbuck took a spill. This puck out to center. Handled by the glove of Pelech. Delayed offside as the Bruins will start up from their own end. The power play is over. Out of the box is Charlie McAvoy. The Bruins with a very effective penalty kill. And now here's Ritchie with a one-time drive. That goes wide to the far side. And now it's Bergeron battling for the puck in the right wing corner. That escapes the stick of, it looked like Matt Martin. Nope, it was Eberle. Now the Islanders will send it back to the Boston end. Retrieved by Mike Riley. 2 minutes into period 3 from the Coliseum. Indirect pass. Marchand can't get there. The Islanders clear once more. Riley will corral the puck behind the Boston goal. Off of the boards. McAvoy chips it off of the half wall. Marchand is knocked off balance, taking a hit. And now this is a dribbler towards Rask, and he'll glove it as Kyle Palmieri was closing in. Rask taking no risks. It'll be a face-off in the Boston zone. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. This series has not disappointed in the slightest. As a Bruins fan, I've greatly enjoyed covering this series. As it's a face-off won by New York. Quick shot handled by Rask. Now on the rebound, it's collected by Barzal. That pass escapes the Bruins zone. And now the Islanders will start back up. This pass all the way down to Rask behind his own net. Now Grzelcyk, the lead pass over to Hall. Hall returns it for Grzelcyk. Grzelcyk into the offensive zone. Now a shot from the point. That's off target. Grzelcyk down low. No one there for Boston. Pelech is on it. Islanders can't get it out, though. Here's Taylor Hall, and now it escapes the zone. Back out to center ice, and New York pick up possession. This is Barzal who dumps it in. Cut by Clifton. Grzelcyk feeds it across. And now one back by Brock Nelson. Nelson at the line. Bruins take it away. That's given away. And a deflected shot got through from Dobson. Rask the save. Boston clear. And it will be an icing call against the Bruins. What a start to this period. You can tell both teams want that lead. The next goal will be a huge goal to decide who takes game 4. This draw will be to the right of Tuukka Rask. Still early third period. McAvoy ahead for Nick Ritchie. Ritchie trying to dig the puck out. Taps it ahead for Coyle. Coyle, the lead pass. Chasing it is DeBrusk. DeBrusk can't get there. Instead, it's Brock Nelson for the Islanders. Nelson got it ahead to Beauvillier. Beauvillier flying down the left wing. Hits the brakes, cuts back at the edge of the right circle. Now Beauvillier tries to feed it across. That pass blocked off by DeBrusk, who delivers the hit. Islanders dump it in. Corrali has it in the left wing corner. Now the puck fought for a scrum on the far side. Out it comes to Mayfield at the right point. Sent across the line. That shot saved by the right pad of Rask. Now it's behind the Boston goal. Over to the left point it goes. Now down low once more. This is held by Cal Clutterbuck. Clutterbuck up high. Here's a shot. Corrali blocked the effort by Andy Green. And it's out of play for a stoppage. A fun one in New York. Well, if you're a fan of either of these teams like I am, a nerve-wracking game as well. It's been a good game, though. 15:23 left in the final period. Bruce Cassidy is in his 5th season as Bruins head coach, a 33-30 playoff record as Boston head coach. Cassidy, took over at a time where the Bruins were, they hit a bump in the road. They were successful for a lot of Claude Julien's tenure, but it was time for Claude to go when Cassidy did take over. It was definitely going to take some work, and he's been a great coach for the Bruins. He's been fantastic. No cup yet. Of course, the Bruins came so close 2 years ago. I don't even want to bring it up, but losing to the St. Louis Blues in Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Finals, still one of the worst days of my life. And I'm not exaggerating. Oh my gosh, I was depressed for like a whole week after that Game 7 performance. But the Bruins, once again a contender this season. As that puck's out of play once more, we'll see where the face-off comes. It will come in front of the Boston bench. Still plenty of time left in regulation as the Bruins control the draw. It's over to Riley. Clifton now to center ice. Islanders win back possession. This is Scott Mayfield. Mayfield, the indirect pass. Rask is out to find Riley. Indirect pass. Controlled by Mayfield of the Islanders. New York at the line. Take it in. That shot misses the net. Now it's Eberle up top. Mayfield a drive. Redirected just wide of the goal. And now the Bruins looking to break the other way. This is Taylor Hall. Lead pass. Gets through to Krejci. Battle in the near corner as the puck comes around to the far side. Out in front. Varlamov makes the stop. It comes back out to the neutral zone. Krejci retrieves the puck. Some changes made on both sides as Marchand skates ahead down the left wing. Lost possession at the blue line. And now won by Beauvillier. Beauvillier away from Pastrnak. Nice lead pass. Into the slot. Here's a drive. Save made. Rask denies Ryan Pulock. A great save by Tuukka. And this game is still tied at 1. 13:46 left in regulation. It's still tied. I'm back after this. Welcome back. It's one apiece between the Bruins and Islanders. Some big-time stops from Tuukka Rask, preventing the home team from taking the lead. The Islanders haven't had a lead so far tonight, and Rask is a huge reason why. Great atmosphere at the Nassau Coliseum. This face-off to the left of Rask. We resume play as the Islanders win the draw. Pollock over to the left wing, rink wide for Green. Back to Pollock. Now Green once more at the left point. Green through traffic sends one wide. Now Beauvillier. A little bit of a shove from Clifton, and now Chinordi gains possession of the puck. Bruins will work it ahead, Lazar hits the brakes, cuts back, now winds one in deep for Corrali. Corrali back up to the point. Now here is a shot. That goes wide. And it's out to center ice with Chinordi. Chinordi ahead to Corrali. Corrali sprinting down the right wing. Corrali goes down on the play. It's taken away by Beauvillier. Beauvillier, the lead pass. That got by the stick of Josh Bailey. Now here's Charlie McAvoy. McAvoy over to Bergeron. Yeah, no, I understand, Yoshi Bros. It takes a lot of practice. I've been doing this for a couple years now, so hockey's definitely a difficult sport to do play-by-play commentary for, as Rask makes the glove save and holds on. But no, I completely understand, Yoshi Bros. There's you can't be expected to master commentary with little to no practice. It takes a lot of practice. It takes a while. That's for sure. I mean, when I started trying hockey, it was rough at first, very rough. The key is knowing the players too. If you don't know the players, you're just screwed. That's a big part of it too. But after a while, you get better and better. Here is Marchand for the Boston Bruins. He takes it through center. Marchand down the right wing, feeds it across. That pass deflected. It couldn't find Grzelcyk, although that's one back by Marchand. Into the circle. Marchand fires wide. What a chance that was. Now it's picked up by Palmieri on the far side. He sends it forward on the backhand. And now the Bruins will work it out through center ice eventually. Although that pass was blocked off, Bruins win it back. Now stolen by New York. This will be sent to the opposite corner. On the chase is Matt Martin. Krejci wins the battle. Ahead it goes to Hall. Hall leading the attack. Gains the line through the slot. Laid back. One-timer. Bad save made. Riley a chance. Another stop by Varlamov. Now a chance at the right wing, and Varlamov continues to make save after save, just like Rask at the other end. I know, Barkov, that Lightning game was insane today. That second period was bonkers. But yeah, your Lightning got the win. One game away from moving on. Hopefully the Bruins can be in the same situation as the Lightning with a 3-1 series lead. But who knows the way this game's playing out. Pelech denied. Now the Bruins will work it out through the neutral zone. This is brought ahead by DeBrusk. Cross-ice pass behind Ritchie. He winds a shot up, and that goes just wide. And now Coyle battling for the puck. He wins it into the high slot. Blows on a drive. Save made. Puck loose in front. And now it comes behind the goal. It's claimed by Noah Dobson. The Islanders under all sorts of pressure as there's a scrum on the near side. A hit delivered by Adam Pelech. And eventually the puck comes loose. And now batted out of the air by Coyle to the opposite corner. The shot 6-6 in this third period. We're midway through the third, and it's still tied. Here's Chinordi down the right wing wall. Chinordi in behind the goal for DeBrusk. DeBrusk shielding the puck onto his forehand. DeBrusk with no help, and it's taken away by Adam Pelech. Pelech goes cross-ice. Indirect pass controlled by Barzal. Barzal is in, skating towards Rask. Lost control at the last second. It ended up wide in the net. Now the Bruins the other way. This deflects in on Varlamov. Varlamov controls behind his goal. Leddy, diagonal pass to the open Beauvillier. Beauvillier into the slot. It could not be controlled by Brock Nelson. We keep going back and forth in a thrilling third period. Now it's sent right back in. Clifton has it on the left wing. Clifton trying to clear it, elevating the puck, and it eventually ends up into the neutral zone. What's going on, Carlos? Yes, go Bruins. Absolutely, man. Love to hear it. Hopefully we can move on to the next round. A win tonight would give us a good opportunity to do so. Marchand shoots high. Blocker stopped by Varlamov. Now it's Marchand again, closing in. Shoots. Another stop by Varlamov. Now it's sent in deep. Chance after chance at both ends. Who will take the lead? Now it's claimed by Palmieri. Palmieri skating through the slot, I should say. Lost the handle, and now it's Bergeron the other way. Bergeron goes cross ice. Brought ahead by Pastrnak. Pastrnak spins around. Glove down by Marchand. Marchand to the backhand. Shoots. Knocked off balance. The shot went wide. Second chance. Another save. And Varlamov holds on. Wow. Let's take a breath, shall we? It's an absolutely exciting third period. Still 1-1. I'm back after this. Welcome back. We're still tied at 1. Just about a little over 8 minutes left in the third period. A thrilling Game 4 at the Nassau Coliseum. Chances at both ends. An action-packed, fast-paced third period thus far, but still no goals. It's been a goaltender showdown. Both goalies have had some incredible saves. It's still 1-1 somehow. 8:16 left in the third. Bruins win the draw. This will be sent to the right wing corner. Now it's Taylor Hall winning the puck from Cizikas. Taylor Hall still in possession, skating along the wall, taking it to the corner, and now eventually it's stolen away. Cal Clutterbuck looking to lead the rush, and Craig Smith knocked off balance. He gets up, takes down Clutterbuck. Those two going at it in front of the Boston bench. Bruins come away with possession. And was that offsides? Yes, it was. The referee was right there at the blue line to spot it, and the call is made. Yes, Cizikas, no, that wasn't Cizikas. It was Martin who delivered the hit on Smith, and then Smith tripped up Clutterbuck. The hit's 25-24 New York. 7:40 left in the third. This face-off at the red dot in front of the Islanders bench. New York win the draw. New York dump it in. McAvoy back to the puck. McAvoy Nearly turned it over, but it's nicely won back by Jake DeBrusk. DeBrusk takes it down the right wing, lost his balance, and now Hall looks to deliver the hit, but the Islanders will win possession. Eberle into the middle, and now having his shot partially blocked was Matt Barzal. Barzal assisted Palmieri on the Islanders' lone goal tonight. Here's a shot from the point. Dobson sent it wide. Now on the rebound, it's collected by Barzal. High slot. Here's a drive. Rebound. They score. The Islanders take the lead. It's their first of the game with 6:57 left in the third period. Matt Barzal, who had the assist on the opening goal, scores the second. Yeah, right as you say that, Ben, the Islanders score. Oh, man. What a bad time to give up a goal for the Boston Bruins. And Barzal actually was just in the right place at the right time here. It was a redirected. Was this a shot? Yeah, it was a shot from Mayfield that took a deflection off of a Bruins stick, and it fell right to Barzal, who took a hack at it. And what do you know, scores on the one-time effort. It's 2-1 New York. Their first lead of the game comes in timely fashion for the hosts. Now let's see how the Bruins respond. Yeah, perhaps not. Well, hopefully so, Ben. Now that the Bruins are down 2-1, hopefully Boston can get a late equalizer. But yeah, not what Boston were looking for, as offside is called against the Bruins here. That's Matthew Barzal's second goal of the postseason. And what a big goal it is. Nassau Coliseum is electric right now. Yeah, Barzal took that out of midair. He did. That was an impressive adjustment for the goal. After the shot was partially blocked. Here's Riley. He'll wind one in. Now it's back for Clifton. Clifton shoots. Save made by Varlamov. The Barzal goal, by the way, assisted by both Mayfield and Dobson. That puck played by a high stick, leaving it as Nelson as play continues. Although now the whistle comes, they'll stop play anyway with 6:11 to play. Well, it's now or never for Boston after allowing that goal. Home ice advantage in this game, certainly a factor. The Islanders fans are super loud at the moment. It's a packed house at the Coliseum. Not a seat empty. Matthew Barzal tonight, 1 goal, 1 assist on 2 shots. He's had 15 minutes of ice time. Could he be the hero for New York tonight? Still time left. It's Barzal against Corrali here. To the left of Rask, Barzal's kicked out of the faceoff. In comes Komarov. It's won by Corrali. And now Lauzon chips it through center. Into the Islanders' end. Chris Wagner controls the puck in the corner. Wagner in deep for Lazar. Lazar behind the Islanders' goal. Double team comes. Lazar turns it over. It's won by Jordan Eberle. But back with it now is Wagner. Nice backhand pass. Corrali's closing in. Lost the puck, but now picked up by Boston. Over to the point, it's Tenorti. Tenorti in behind the goal. Corrali trying to win the puck here. A little scrum, and now the centering pass is picked off. Jordan Eberle with the steal. This game far from over, though. 5.5 minutes left, but the Bruins going after Varlamov, trying to get an equalizer late. Here's Lazar, back to Tenorti. Bruins in their own zone. Marchand, rink wide for Lauzon. Now Lauzon trying to feed it forward, but it deflects out of play, and that will bring us to our final commercial break of regulation. Matthew Barzal has put the Islanders in the lead. Can the Bruins tie it late, or will the Islanders hold on to even the series? We'll find out next. It's 2-1 New York at an electric Nassau Coliseum. Welcome back in, everybody. Matt Barzal has been all over the ice tonight and involved in plenty of physical play. Was, of course, speared by Krejci, bounced back, though, assisted Palmieri on his goal, and now scoring what could turn out to be the game winner unless the Bruins can salvage an equalizer late. What a final 5 minutes this should be here in the third period, with the Islanders up 2-1. Face-off here at the red dot in front of the Islanders bench. Boston win the face-off, needing a goal. Final 5 minutes are upon us in regulation. Here's Grzelcyk in the high slot. Grzelcyk shoots. Save made. And now Palmieri out to center. This puck tracked down by Bergeron. He slings it cross ice. Marchand avoids the hit, loses possession. Now it's back out to center ice with Grzelcyk of Boston. What's going on, Beat Saber 99? Get out of here with Let's Go Islanders. No, Let's Go Bruins. Come on, man. I'm just playing around. I appreciate anyone who tunes into my streams, even Islanders fans, believe it or not. No, I like when fans of the opposition tune in, because then we can have some nice banter back and forth, perhaps. But no, I am a diehard Bruins fan. Appreciate you tuning in, Beat Saber. Much appreciated. It's been a good series. The Islanders win the draw. Here's a shot. Redirection. And snagging that one out of midair was Tuukka Rask with the glove. He holds on. Another face-off on the way. So this face-off once more to the left of Rask. You're a diehard Islanders fan? All right. Yeah, I'm a diehard Bruins fan, so how about that? It's been a great series, man. Yeah, it's been a great series. Yeah, I'm a diehard Boston sports fan in general, so after the Celtics were bounced from the playoffs, I'm all in on the Bruins right now. Of course, the Red Sox doing pretty good as well, but obviously they're still in the middle part of the regular season. So the Bruins are the focus right now in the playoffs. Yeah, it's been a real good series. It really has. Here's Nick Leddy bringing it ahead for the Islanders. 4 minutes left in regulation. Leddy will send it around. The Islanders make a change. And now trying to win it is Riley. Behind the goal, he'll feed it to Carlo. Back it goes to Riley. Bruins work it out. Indirect pass. Back the other way by New York. Rask controls behind his goal. Now here's Pasternak. Pasternak across for Marchand. Marchand couldn't grasp the puck. Won by Eberle. Eberle to Pelech. That went off the skate of Barzal, but he recovered it. And a quick release. But Rask was alert, able to make the stop, and holds on with 3:33 to play. What happened here? Yeah, Grzelcyk just did not take that puck down as he wanted to. It went right back to Barzal. And good alertness by Tuukka Rask as he made the save. Face off to the left of him in the Boston zone. The Bruins needing a goal, down by one. Matt Barzal putting the Islanders in the lead with about 7 minutes left in the period. 2-1 is the score. Here's McAvoy. Nice pass for Charlie Coyle. Coyle elevates it on the backhand. This puck heading towards Varlamov. Now picked up by Andy Green. The Islanders try to work it out. Bouncing puck heading towards Rask. And he will not cover. Instead, shovels it over to Grzelcyk. Grzelcyk ahead for Charlie Coyle. Coyle with some open ice down the left side. Sends it around. On the puck now is Pollock. Islanders can't clear the zone. Coyle shot blocked, and now taken through center by New York. Yep, Varlamov's in net for the Islanders. Yep, not Sorokin. Varlamov's been in goal for the last 3 games now. This is the third start in a row. Games 2, 3, and 4 now. Interesting move by Barry Trotz to take Sorokin out after game 1, but Varlamov's been solid. Keep an eye on Tuukka Rask. He could be pulled any moment now. We're 2:15 away from reaching the end of the third period. Here's Cizikas. Cizikas, self-pass. Not much support. But now a battle for the puck. And now it's out to Nelson. Nelson shoots. Glove save. Rask will cover with 2:02 to go. The Bruins just can't get it out of their zone. You know, they've been having to do way too much defending at this point in the game, considering they need a goal themselves. But you know, credit to the Islanders. We're just all over Boston here. And Rask keeping the Bruins in this game, keeping it a one-goal game with some nice stops. Yeah, I mean, you know, we're not even going to have the opportunity to pull Rask if we can't get it out of our zone. But now the Bruins will. Leading the attack is Coyle. Self-pass. Sent to the end boards. The Islanders, though, work it back the other way. Rask still in goal, makes the stop. Leaves it for the oncoming Charlie Coyle. Coyle goes down, pinned against the boards by Komarov. Now it's moved ahead to Pastrnak, tangled up with Pajot. Pajot back into the Bruins zone. 90 seconds to play. Finally, Boston win it back. Diagonal pass given away to Mayfield. Mayfield dumps it in. Now Pastrnak with it. Back to Krejci. Pastrnak over to Grzelcyk, excuse me. And now this puck flipped ahead to Marchand. Rask is out of the net. He's headed to the bench. The Bruins have an extra skater. And now a shot to the empty net. Cizikas scores, and that will do it. The Islanders take a 2-goal lead with 63 seconds left. And that will most likely seal the deal. It looks like New York are going to tie this series at 2. Marchand just holding on to the puck a bit too long. The hit by Clutterbuck, setting up Cizikas right after he took it across center ice. The backhand shot right on target into the empty goal. And the Islanders have a 3-1 lead. And what a big win this will be for New York to knot the series at 1 apiece. Yeah, I am feeling a bit bummed, Yoshi Bros. I am. For sure. Oh, man. I was really hoping that the Bruins would take a 3-1 series lead tonight. But it'll be a huge Game 5 Monday night. That's Cizikas' second goal of the playoffs. It's an empty netter. And yeah, that should be game. It looks like the Bruins will use their timeout with just 1:03 to play. It's now desperation mode for Boston at this point. Game 5, Monday, 6:30 Eastern Time. And we'll be on the call for that one. What a game that should be on Monday night. Just huge in this series that has gone back and forth. Face off at center ice, won by Bergeron. And Rask once again out of his goal. Extra skater on the ice for Boston as that pass from Krejci is deflected out of play with 58 seconds left. It looks like Bruce Cassidy will elect to keep Rask out of the goal for that extra skater. The faceoff once again will be at center ice. Bergeron against Pajot. Boston win it. Now the puck fought for at the line. Onside here. Taylor Hall in deep. Marchand chasing the puck. Now it's fought for behind the Islanders' net. Hall up to the point. That deflects off a stick, excuse me. And now Clutterbuck clears just wide right of the empty net. And McAvoy gets back. Icing is the call with 28.9 seconds to play. Well, the noise level is high right now at Nassau Coliseum. A 2-goal lead for the Islanders. Off the draw, the Islanders win it. Clutterbuck indirect feed off the wall. That will be picked up by Krejci. Krejci to Hall, down the right wing. Here's Taylor Hall. He'll hit the break. Shot turned aside by Varlamov. Final 10 seconds now. McAvoy turns it over. And now Pajot chasing down the puck. Scores into the empty net. And with 2.4 seconds to go, that's the nail in the coffin. The New York Islanders make it 4-1 and will take Game 4 to knot the series at 2 apiece. Well, that's all she wrote, folks. 2 seconds left. Icing on the cake for the Islanders. A great game tonight, but New York get the better of Boston. And what started as a best-of-7 series will now become a best-of-3. Yeah, good game, man. Good game. It's been one heck of a series as the face-off is won by Boston and the final horn sounds. That is it. The Islanders came into the game knowing that a win would probably be needed to give them hope in the series. They got the win. It's 2-2 now in this best-of-7 second-round series. What a Game 5. It will be Monday night back in Boston, where you already know TD Garden will be rocking with a full-capacity crowd, just like we saw here at Nassau Coliseum. Well, a disappointing result for Boston, who took the lead, but then 4 unanswered goals, all by 2 of them being empty netters, from the Islanders, leads them to a Game 4 victory. Oh, no problem, Ben. Yeah, great game all around. Glad you enjoyed the commentary. Have a great night or morning in London. I know it's late or early, however you want to phrase it, where you are, Ben. 3 stars of the game. First star goes to Matthew Barzal, who scored the game-winning goal, a +2 rating tonight. Second star to Kyle Palmieri, a goal and a +1 rating. Third star to J.G. Pajot, who had the empty net goal and a +1 rating tonight. Yeah, no problem, Beat Saber. I love doing it. I love calling games, although it is a bit disappointing when my team loses, but that can happen. Hope you guys enjoyed. That will do it for my broadcast. I am Samuel Reese signing off, saying so long. My next broadcast will be tomorrow night, 9:30 Eastern time. You won't want to miss it. U.S. versus Mexico, an all-time great rivalry in soccer. That is in the CONCACAF Nations League final. And then on Monday night at 6:30, I'll be back for Game 5 of this series between the Bruins and the Islanders. All right, I'll see you, Yoshi Bros. See you guys. Have a wonderful night. Bye for now. Islanders win 4-1 the final.